Broadcasting from station WDWL TV, located on Robbie Vulture Boulevard and a division of Robbie Vulture Productions. It's live from Studio B. Me, the grubby old man. Yes, it's me.
To say electronics hate me is true. And I'll explain why.
Yes, friends. Electronics hate me. And I don't know why. Yesterday, I get everything hooked up over in Studio A, that fancy Moon microphone. Everything works perfect. I did a normal shutdown. Today, I do a normal startup. And have the nastiest staticky feedback I have ever had. Now, the microphone is new. The cables are new. Everything yesterday was fine. Today, oy vey. And I couldn't figure it out. Now, I have more new cables. I switched out the cable from the mic to the mixer. Nothing. I haven't had one problem. I switched out the cable from the interface to the computer with a new one. And the RCA cables from the mixer to the interface with new cables. Everything new. Nasty static. Not so much static. It's like when you turn the volume to the maximum and the speakers are like doing that vibration. That was what I was hearing. Now, I thought possibly I was having a problem with the headphones. I have two brand new, besides these. I've got the I have two. These are brand new. These are the AKG K52s. I've got the 240s here. Brand new. I took these over to Studio A, thinking maybe for some strange reason a brand new pair of headphones took a shit. Nope. It makes no sense. I have no idea why from yesterday to today I ran into technical difficulties. I even went to the point of uninstalling Prism and reinstalling. Same thing. Same thing. So I swapped out the mic because you'll see I have one stream with the moon and the next stream with the golden microphone. I did the stream the old way. Did it on YouTube, upload to Facebook. I give up. I have no idea what went wrong and what's causing the interference. It's hard to explain because it's not feedback. It's not anybody that understands electronics would understand the term over-modulation. That is what it sounds like. Over-modulation. If I turn, I could not turn the input down any lower, or it would have been 0. And it happened like that. One stream, perfect. Next stream, shit. Don't understand it. Do not understand it. I even went as far as checking everything in the computer. I made no changes. Even though I know I did not go into settings, I thought maybe there's a possibility something in the audio, in the settings got changed. Nope. everything was exactly the way it was when I shut down. I don't know. I did everything I could think of. Don't know. Electronics hate me. Plain and simple. That ruined my day. Ruined my day. I figured finally Studio A is ready to rock and roll. Nope. The only good thing, all the sound effects are working fine. Had fun with them. That was the only thing that really made me feel good, felt like old times, playing with the sound effects. But what's going on, I don't know. Although,
I know. And not that kind of high. I had a pleasant surprise when I looked and saw 40 subscribers. Yay! Yes, the big 4-0. And by Sunday. So whoever number 40 is, thank you. Because that took away all the bad feelings of my shitty electronics day. And I really wasn't even thinking of looking. It was an accident that I noticed the subscriber number had changed. And it went from 39 to 40. Yay!
Nothing better than to erase a bad feeling than to notice that your wish came true. And by the day you hoped it would happen.
actually kind of made my Sunday by looking and seeing that big 4-0. So, whoever is number 4-0, thank you. Was a surprise. And I just noticed by accident. Yeah, I was just kind of scanning through information, and I was actually off YouTube. I was looking through my settings and trying to figure out what the hell was going on with the electronics. And popped back to the YouTube screen and looked down underneath the station identification and went, "Holy shit! 40!" And another reason I almost missed it is because, you know, the WDWL TV is this big, and the 40 is like the fine print you get on a contract when you buy a car or an appliance. I looked. I was like, no. Yep. 40. So, maybe in 30 days, let's shoot for 50. I'm not getting greedy. If I could do 10 every 30 days, you know, some YouTubers want 10 a day. I'll go for 10 a month. I'm not greedy. If by the 15th of May, May 15th, I could be at 50, that would be cool. But I'm not greedy. We'll get there when we get there. I actually didn't think I'd make 40 this soon. But if we could do 10 a month, that would make Grumpy a little less grumpy. They're going to make Grumpy happy. Because then I'd have to change it to the happy old man. I got too much invested in merchandise that I purchased. So if we could do 10 a month, that'd be cool. Matter of fact, after all that shit I went through trying to figure out why I was having an overmodulation problem and thoroughly pissed off and disgusted, that kind of brought the mood up. I was like, wow, 40. No, I'm not into all this analytics and everything. I wonder, is there anything in the subscribers listing that shows by region or even continent? Be kind of cool if number 40 was from Australia. But I don't know if there's any listing that shows you have so many from America, so many from Canada, so many from across the pond. I always like that. Across the pond. If the ocean is a pond, I'd hate to see a real body of water. But you know, that always makes it sound so much closer. Our friends across the pond. It's one thing I like about the Brits. See, we don't say that. But they do. And they make it sound like we're almost like within handshaking distance. Our American friends across the pond. Sounds like they're like that far away. Reach out and touch someone. But it is cool. I mean, we've always been close allies, but it makes it sound so much closer. Where we say, oh, you know, across the ocean, over to England. Where in England they say, we're going across the pond to America. Makes it sound like a rowboat trip. Yeah, you'll be rolling your arms off. Tomorrow, possibly. Can't put 100% trust in the post office, but tomorrow, the other set of tubes is supposed to be here. Yep. My buddy's son sent me another set of tubes. And they're supposed to be here tomorrow. Now, I'm thinking Tuesday or Wednesday, but according to the tracking number, it says arrives tomorrow. Tubes. That way I will have a set of tubes for Studio A and a set of tubes for Studio B. I'll have that nice warm glow in both studios. Not to mention the heat that comes off these suckers. Jesus! I got a furnace that doesn't throw as much heat as those things. Like I say, I could bake a cake on them things. They cook. Yeah, the one day I didn't allow enough cool down time. And I stored them very gently in the box that they came in because it's lined with very heavy, dense foam. And as I was gently lower them back into the box, suddenly I felt a really warm, hot sensation on my finger. And that was like after half an hour of cool down time. They cook. It makes sense as to why. The one time I thought I was going to be cool. And I was at a yard sale. I was probably 10, 11 years old. And I found this neat I don't want to say tablecloth, but something similar to, a little smaller than a tablecloth. And I was like, this would look neat on top of the TV set. And I bought this cover. And I spotted a vase that just happened to be the same color as our living room wall. And I said, even cooler, I'll buy this cover and put the vase on top the cover, on top the TV. So before my father got home, I put the cover on, and I put the vase on, and I sat back and waited. And as he walked into the living room, he said, "Who put that shit on the TV? You're gonna burn the son of a bitch out." Not realizing that the TV had to breathe due to the heat emitted by all the tubes inside the set. Needless to say, the vase and the cover got removed quickly. Very quickly. And I think I didn't hear the end of that for about 2 weeks. Yeah. It was like nightly. Dumb asshole, trying to burn the TV set out. What do you think? Money grows on a fucking tree? Yeah. My father didn't mince any words. Spoke his mind. Too many times. Daily. And all weekend. And 99% of the time directed at me. Yep. I kind of kept my distance. Sometimes I think the only reason he kept me around was he needed a remote to turn the station on the TV. Back in the day, we didn't have that. Remotes back in the day were called children. You always had to sit close to the TV because you were doing one of two things. You were either changing the channel or adjusting the antenna because our TVs had rabbit ears. That's what they called them. I have a set somewhere. I'll dig them out one day. Yeah. And a base and two wires, we'll say. Stems. Two stems that came up. And they adjusted in and out and up and down. And there were many a night where it would be move it out a little bit more. All right, pull this one up. Nope, lower it down. Move that one. Yeah. TVs were a pain in the ass back in the day. Because if you had the antenna up on the chimney, if for some reason the wind kind of would blow it just enough to lose the direct, they had to be pointed Yeah, when you put an antenna up on the roof, you mounted it to the chimney, and it had to be pointed in the direction of the TV transmitters. And it was a two-person job. Actually, it's three. One person stood by the TV. One person stood by the window, while the other person was on the roof. And it would be relayed. Turn it a little more to the left. Turn it a little more to the left. And that's the way you adjusted the antenna. The major problem is we had three stations, two of which were downtown, and one, the transmitter was in Parma. So it was almost impossible to get a perfect signal for all three stations. Yes, three. Not like today, 300. We had three. Then later on we had four. But in order to get the fourth station, you had to have a special box. And my parents were too goddamn cheap to buy the special box, so we only had three when other kids had four. Yeah, we were like the poor kids on the block. Nah, we got four. Shut the hell up. I still remember the fourth channel was channel, get this, we had 3, 5, and 8. The fourth channel was channel 61, which you could only get on the special box. And that station was WKBF. I still remember it. Mainly because we were like 2 years behind getting the fourth station. Kids at school were like, yeah, you have WKBF yet? No, my father's too goddamn fucking cheap. Nah, we got KBF. Fuck you. That's the way it was. Everybody had four. We had three. Of course, when I mentioned, are we ever going to get four? My father was like, be fucking lucky you got three. Okay. Just asking. And then by the time we got four, it was kind of anticlimactic. Big fucking deal. Now we got four. And then, color. Did we have color? Not until like 2 years after the whole neighborhood had fucking color. Yeah, my father had to wait until there was a good deal on a color set. Yeah. Everybody else had color. After dinner, it would be like, can I go over to Susie's house? Why? They have color. No! Be thankful you have 3 channels in black and white. Okay. I quit asking after a while. But after school, I could go to Susie's house or Jimmy's house, Barbie's house, watch after-school cartoons in color. Like, wow. Then come home and watch black and white. 3 stations. Like I say, by the time we got number 4, who gave a fuck? We were just getting 4 stations, everybody else had color TV. I had to watch 4 stations in black and white. Sucked to be me. Oh well. Can't win them all. And with that, I think I will call it a stream. And I will chat with all of you tomorrow. Don't know whether it'll be Studio A or Studio B. I gotta figure out that overmodulation problem. Damn it. But with that, chat with you tomorrow.